right, let's go. Let me check.
Yep, go ahead and check.
Probably takes a while. Yep, it says we are live.
Live. Okay. Sorry for the delay, everybody. Do you have the spectator link for the draft?
Right.
Because I'm sharing it on my screen. I just want to make sure you can see it.
All right, I think drafts can continue. I believe the link has already been shared with you, right?
Yep,
we're
I
on it.
am spectating as we speak.
Do you have it on stream?
Yep,
On the stream
it
series?
is on stream. Or
Okay,
should be.
Nice. Let's go.
Stream live?
Let them know they can start. They're ready.
I did. I thought I told them already. Oops.
Okay.
No caps. And start. And what? I can't see the stream myself. I don't know what's going on. Like I can see it on my OBS.
I can see it, so
okay,
I think
good.
you're good. Yeah, I mean, I can see it. I can see that you're live. It's on YouTube. We have viewers.
We have
5
viewers
watching now. We have viewers.
Whoa. Hello, welcome, 5 viewers. We are very excited. I don't see the y'all are live. Well, Water, open your eyes. Because we're live.
We are live. Well,
first ban in.
yeah. First of all, I believe blue side is Mega Roars and red side is Moonlight.
Okay, that's good
Or
to know.
it might be the other way around.
Because I know for a fact from a joke that I heard from someone that Gara is pretty good at Alawi, so I guess they banned Alawi for that reason, right?
From Moonlight. But we've heard that he is a pretty good Alawi player, perhaps.
I just heard that in jokes. I don't know how serious it is.
No,
Either way, there's some good bans. I don't like Kasante myself being a top laner or Alawi, so I'm with it. Seraphine ban and Taric ban.
Yep. Okay, so I've just checked. Blue team is Mega Roars. Red team is Ghost.
Ghost. Yeah, okay. Blue is Moonlight. Red is Mega Roars.
Red team is Mega Roars.
We are semi-professionals.
Why they banned Alawi, right?
Yeah, that definitely does. We're semi-professionals here, guys. Not seriously.
We are not professionals. ASOL, yo!
Oh, that is an exciting pick.
Just taking a look at the bans. I believe that... So you might notice like the third ban from Mega Roars is missing. It's probably because of the point cap.
It is. They spoke about it in chat. I believe Red has 4 bans and Blue has 2 bans. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, there is a rule book where you have a certain amount of points that you can get a certain ranked player. It's more complicated than I want to talk about on stream.
Just to make sure the teams are balanced, we have point cap for each team. If they go over a certain number of points, then they have to compensate for it for losing bans. So Team Moonlight, which is the blue team here, is going to be missing 3 bans. They only get 2 bans, and they used it on Seraphine and Kasante. Respectable.
Mm-hmm. Definitely respectable. Mm-hmm. We see Zaya, Tristana, a Mumu.
I kind of hope I kind of scouted their OPGGs a lot earlier, but honestly, coming into this, I'm not really sure. It's the first week. I'm not really sure what these players play, but I'm also very excited to see the ASOL. Definitely after remake, I don't think has ever seen pro play, at least from the games that I've seen. So I'm pretty excited to see ASOL in a competitive match.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen him in all of my regular matches. That's for sure. Unless I ban him, which I do.
The real question is, do you like it if ASOL is on your team, or do you like it better if it's on the other team?
I'm okay if he's on my team. Bots. Somebody called us bots. I think I know who that is, but I'm not going to say. I enjoy it when he's on my team and he gets some pretty nice ults off. I think it looks cool. And it's also a fun engage tool while he's spewing whatever he spews. Fire, magic, stars. I don't know what he spews out of his mouth, but it hurts.
So personally, if I see an ASO on my team, I just I don't like that. I've never seen a decent ASO player because the problem with ASO is early game, he's very weak. It's really hard for him to survive early game. But if if he does, that means he will need a lot of resources from his team to be able to survive the lane phase. I think especially because Yone, I would assume that Yone is good into ASO,
Hmm.
which is precisely why they probably picked Yone into ASO as well. So I think it's just a matter of scaling. And usually in a team game, it can definitely get hard to, snowball the early leads into late game.
Yeah, I definitely get that. They also picked up Maokai, who was very strong not too long ago, a little bit weaker now.
Yep. Still a solid pick,
Solid
I'd say.
pick. I agree.
Yeah.
Tank Maokai is strong. I abused Maokai myself, I will admit. I abused him very
He
much.
used to be so
I
OP.
I
Like, there's no
I could
way.
not get away from it. I just wanted to throw my E in every bush on the map. I just wanted to.
He used to have a 60% win rate, and that's just ridiculous. He did get nerfed, but I still think he's a pretty solid pick,
And
especially
then
for a scaling comp like the one Moonlight has picked here.
yep. And
Picked
then they
here.
and then they buffed Radiant Virtue right after. I mean,
Right.
it was
Right.
it was just right.
Brady Virtue, I believe it got more expensive, but the stats, I think they did buff the stats.
Yep.
So
Oh, we see a Diana ban. Is that
Diana
Diana
ban.
right?
Yeah, that is Diana. And also, Mega Roar is also gonna miss the last ban, I believe, because they're going over the 100 point
They
cap.
are. They are as
Yeah,
well.
just
Yep.
for this match. I'm not sure in future matches, but they have to sub some of the players in. So we'll see the names when get
Yeah.
into the game. But
Yep. It is only fair that way. That's for
Mhm.
sure.
Gragas. So what I was assuming was it would be
Mm-hmm.
from the side of the red team. I was assuming it would be mid Yone versus the ASO. Mumu, I am still not sure where the Mumu is, either jungle or support.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
good. It's good picking a Moo because they can do either one. So it's
yeah,
hard to, even though they don't have bans available, it's
yeah,
hard to ban out.
yeah. Recent trend has been that if you see an Mumu, I guess 7 times out of 10 it's usually support a Mumu.
Hmm.
So that's what I'm assuming here as well. Rel from Team Moonlight, Zaya, Rel,
And they also have Jax now.
Top Jax, Jungle Maokai. Jax always a solid pick.
Jax is a great pick.
Yep.
Good early. Now scales
Strong.
really well with his recent
And
changes. Red have 3 flex picks. Yeah, that's very true. They do have a couple of things that can move around.
also
Ooh,
it is Jungle Amumu. That is very interesting.
Nautilus. I love Nautilus myself and Amumu and Gragas. I'm not good at Gragas, but he's definitely fun.
He is very fun, and he can also go most roles actually. Top jungle
Hmm.
mid. If you really force it, you can also go support with it. Haven't really seen it much, but it's possible. What I'm seeing mostly in this game is going to be a lot of CC. It's
Oh
going to
yeah,
be annoying for the
yeah,
players to deal with,
yep.
especially the carries.
I will say this: Gragas is pretty good against Jax, even though Jax is strong. He
Yep.
can just space him out, take his time.
And the reason being, if Jax uses Q, turns his E, Counter Strike, Gragas can always disengage with E, always get out of the E range, Jax E range,
Yep,
and always win out in the trades. Of
yep,
course, it always depends on how they play micro wise. So while that is the case generally, that's also assuming that players play optimally. So
absolutely.
we shall see. We shall see if anyone makes mistakes. So
Yep.
that is the draft. I guess we can see the client. They
Yeah,
should have started by now.
let's take a look.
Yeah.
We are
Oh
gonna
yeah, they're
go ahead
checking
and
with
get the
you.
R.
Yeah.
And this is our Pro League banner. This is the full one. You see part of it on the YouTube channel, but this is the full Max banner. It looks great. Shout out to Toast for that.
Toast and oatmeal cookies.
And Oatmeal, sorry,
Okay.
Oatmeal.
And with the logos, yeah. Part of the stream team. Really good work.
All right, we're just gonna wait for a moment for them to lock everything in, and then. Actually, I can pull it up now. Go ahead and do that.
Yep. So like we expected, top Gragas against the Jax. Makes sense.
You know, I haven't seen Rel in a while. I know she was very strong. I don't know if she's still as strong, but I know she's a fun pick. Very good at
Well,
engaging.
definitely could be a strong pick. I think what, especially for bot lane too, I think what matters more is the matchups, and I'm trying to like imagine in my mind, right? Xayah Rel versus Tristana Nautilus. Both ADCs quite strong, I think, in laning, especially in all-in potential, and having the two supports both be engaged supports, tank engaged supports, are going to mean that a lot of stuff is going to be happening bot lane, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I myself really enjoy not being a part of bot lane fights, but I like watching them at least. As a top
Because
laner,
they always have.
I will stay on my top lane island. If I kill my laner, I will shift my camera over to the bot lane.
Yes.
I will watch it.
For everyone that's watching, Hawks is a top laner.
Top
He only
laner.
plays top lane. He has the top lane mentality, but occasionally he'll take a look at the bot lane, see what's going on, check out. But yeah, so we're gonna wait for the spectator delay. But yeah, like I said, I think recent meta has always been to either hover, cover bot lane, or just camp bot lane in general. That has been the meta for now, because as long as you can, it's not just about getting your ADC ahead, it's about getting their ADC behind. And the fact is, if your jungler is camping the bot lane, it's gonna get really hard. If their jungler isn't camping bot lane the same way, it's gonna be
Yep.
hard for the bot lane to survive that. So
Yep.
I'm expecting both junglers to play bot heavy. Of course, Asol doesn't really need much. He just needs to go even to scale. Yone, I'm not really sure about Yone actually. Not too much information about Yone.
I know a
Top
little
lane,
bit about Yone. He's annoying in lane.
he is annoying to play against. That is for sure. Yeah. All right.
I will be right back. You can keep him entertained for a second.
Okay, sure. Mercury saying, "Why casters not look at chat?" I cannot look at chat. I'm looking at the game. Yeah. I think for the side of blue team here, which is Moonlight, I can see them potentially going for like a top lane gank, potentially, because Jax does have the potential to carry a game, and they can decide to play it like topside heavy and look for those early heralds. But that also comes at the cost of their bot lane having to survive a few of the early games. Of course, it also assumes that a Mumu is gonna start red first, going down, but usually a Mumu would usually start blue side. Um, so we'll see how it goes. I'm getting good tips. What tips are you giving Mercury?
So he said that top lane mentality is not a compliment, and I agree with him.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the thing was.
we were just saying that you know, since I play top like that,
That's
that's how I roll.
a lot of top laners are like that. It's just a stereotype, which sometimes, or actually often, is true. But game should start in 20 seconds. All right. It's actually interesting. I've never seen it from the spectator's perspective. So the blue team, you can see all the names.
Mm-hmm.
The red team, you don't really see. It's just this enemy 1, enemy 2.
Oh yeah,
enemy
it does
3.
say that. Huh, that's interesting.
But yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Very exciting.
I do want to mention that there is an interesting story to this team matchup. So Team Moonlight, the blue team that you're seeing right now, is the season 1 champions for Poro League. And their team has, for the most part, remained the same, right? S2 Gara was the top laner for last season as
Right.
well. Scrammed as well, Toe Knuckles, and El Shara as well. The only new player there is Leifon. Leifon is their new ADC. So you might be wondering where did one of their team members go? And actually, their old team member Rookter is now an ADC for the opposing team, the Mega Rawrs.
Mm,
So there's an interesting rivalry there.
little bit of
A
a rivalry, right? That's pretty
little
fun.
bit, yeah. Of course, from Mega Rawrs, we also have Spawn of Health for top lane. Jungle is Pope JP. Moe, also known as Mo in Discord. Live 122 as our support.
All right, we're seeing maybe an invade from blue here.
No, I don't think that is an invade. I believe that would be an invade defense.
Counter invade. Oh,
Yeah, I am not sure if they actually want to go for an invade because
because
I'm not sure if they win it anyways.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Look at them.
So
They're just sipping their tea. That's nice.
they're probably just gathered here in hopes of baiting out an invade. Maybe they outnumber and have all 5 here. It's actually pretty smart for the early opening, but another interesting thing is that I believe it's Yone that has used up his ward, or was it a Mumu that has used up his ward?
We unfortunately
In the
cannot
mid-server
see.
area. Oh yeah, it is a Mumu.
There
Okay,
we go.
okay. I was going to say if Yone already used a ward that early, that is a little risky because Maokai can always do like a run by gank, and especially with Yone, who can be very gank prone depending on how the lane plays out. But
Oh,
some trades happening. All right. So macro wise, I'm seeing a Momo start from red side. I take that as him stating, right? Mega Rawr is stating that he's going to start top side into bottom side clear so that he can cover for bot. Or he can go 3 camp clear top side and then go for a level 3 gank against the Jax, and then go bot side. Maokai again going for the red side start as well. Really interested in what the Maokai is going to do after that, but
we see a lot of
overall, right
action
now
on
the
top
solo
lane.
lanes are very aggressive. Actually, all 3 lanes are very aggressively
Jeez.
trading right now.
Our production can't keep up with this.
This is too many things happening. What's going on? All right.
Yone doing what Yone does, shoving the lane.
That's what I was saying as well. Aesol, especially in the early game, is going to have a hard time spacing against the Yone EQ, the empowered Q. So Aesol might have a tough time in lane unless he gets
Ooh,
some.
we see a
jungle
big
help.
gank here.
Oh, this
Oh,
is
what a jump.
all right.
May still end up with a kill. Okay.
Yeah. A lot of flashes burned. Actually, that's just Nautilus and Rel. Nautilus, Rel, both supports flashes burnt. Unfortunately, not a kill for Moonlight. Amumu is now finishing up his full camp clear. Maokai has only done 3 camp clear. He's still on the bot side.
Oh, he is waiting, making them think that he backed.
This is actually very bad for Moonlight because if you see, Amumu is up a tempo by almost 3 to 4 camps if he finishes Scuttle here. Maokai has wasted all that time bot lane without having anything valuable, right?
Yep.
So the game plan does make sense. That's what I was saying. The recent meta seems to be rolling around bot lane a lot, so it makes that
Ooh,
flash.
2 flashes coming out.
That flash is unfortunate. But still a good attempt. Actually, that actually is a flash trade isn't that bad actually because Aesol burned his flash as well, and the fact that Aesol has to back, even though he has TP, means he has to now use TP to get back. Whereas Yone is going to have some advantage with the ignite.
Ooh, looking like a strong gank coming up.
Right, Maokai looking for a
Oof.
gank here.
Just a
King
little
Gragas,
slow.
he should have
Ooh.
flash. Yep, flash traded again top lane. Same pattern, mid and top, same thing happening. No kills yet. But interestingly, already a 600 gold difference, I believe, due to the CS. I think mostly because of Amumu having farmed all the camps, whereas Maokai has already used 2 turns to gank, right?
Yep, exactly.
He's ganked bot once, ganked top once, whereas Amumu, I think, only stopped by mid once. Overall, looking really good for Pope JP because he's getting a lot of farm And as we get late game, Amumu is also going to be very strong. Same story with Maokai as well. So we'll still have to see, but
Wish I could zoom out just a little bit in spectator, but I don't know if I can.
I'm not sure you can. Yeah.
See a little bit of poke maybe coming in here.
Yeah.
That's actually a lot of
Zoning.
damage.
I think overall it seems like the game is going in the way of Mega Rawrs. The fact that they have mid prio is really huge. And they have been having mid prio, and I assume for the next at least good amount of time the mid will continue to have prio, Yone over Isol.
Yeah, I can definitely see that just based off the matchup alone.
And if look at how that's a
my
good attempt.
goodness.
That's a good attempt.
That was a good
I
try.
think, yeah. That's definitely a good attempt. I like seeing aggressive plays like that because that relieves so much pressure off of your team. And the fact that he found Maokai actually should let Rookter and Liv, the Tristana and Nautilus know that Maokai is somewhere bot side because he was just found clearing Raptors.
Oh, we see a big
Interesting
engage
though,
here.
they go for an engage. And that is going to result in first blood going to Rawr. And Nautilus should go. So let's see if they can give this to Zaya. Yep.
Wow.
Yep, that is really unfortunate for Mega Rawrs. And the fact that Yone actually spent his turn mid finding the Maokai, yet they were still prone to the gank was a little unfortunate. Happens.
Oh, interrupting
what a nice
his
do from PvP.
move.
Does this Rilton kill? No. No, it does not. Maokai arrives just in time to cover. From seeing the games so far, I think players to watch out for is this definitely Mui for sure. On the Yone seems to have control over the lane for most of the laning phase so far. It's 7 minutes in. And part of it is because of the ASOL pick, I believe, as well. But
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, it seems like he's just been very weak in lane. Had to have his jungler cover for his lane already. I'm looking for a little action top lane. I've played both of these champions. I want to see somebody make a move.
I assume top lane's gonna be just an island of 1v1. Gara going for you with an ult.
Oh, and we see the
But
Amumu
Amumu
coming
is
in.
here. I don't think it's gonna end well for Gara.
It does
Yep.
not look like.
Oh,
Oh, oh. That still doesn't look good, Gara.
He almost gets him
It
too,
is
though.
very close. Both ignites came out. Oh wait, was it only
almost
one
died,
ignite?
but turns out to be
See them start Drake.
nothing bad. Yep.
Oh,
Once Amumu
this is gonna be a
shown
big
himself
pinch.
up, yep. This is natural, but the problem here is that Yone gets here faster than Isol. That's the problem. And if they can get something out of this
Big
fast,
Yone ult.
Mega Rawr should be able to secure this fight. Okay.
Ooh, these are some big kills.
Rams is down. Ilshara should be down as well. Maybe they start off
Ooh.
Drake as well. And they're getting Herald. If you see in the minimap, you can see Amumu taking Herald as
Wow.
well. So this is
Ideal.
a disaster for Moonlight.
This is the ideal play from Mega Rawrs, and they might get this too.
ridiculous. Yes, actually, this.
Oh
this is,
my goodness.
That is really unfortunate for Moonlight. Just to remind you, Moonlight is the defending champions of season 1.
What a
League.
swing.
So for Mega Rawrs to have such a favorable game state at this moment, hasn't even been 10 minutes into the game. That's impressive. And I do want to give it up to Mui right now. I think he's playing really well. I think he's making his team. The fact that he can get to Drake fight when Amumu's not even there, so essentially he has to have made it, or else it wouldn't have been a favorable
This
fight.
Tristana is not looking good.
Yep. that
Like
is
you
a
said,
kill.
that's a lot of CC. You got.
I'm surprised none of the ADC is to cleanse, but
Team diff. Somebody said team diff in chat. Now, I don't know what team they're talking about, but I think it's been a pretty good match so far.
well, I think the main difference in how the games panned out, again, I keep praising Mui on his Yone gameplay, but it's also partly because of the ASOL draft as well, because it's very hard to get lane prio with ASOL early game.
Ooh, we might see.
Okay, this is a game coming
That's a
from
pretty big ult. Oh,
nice
what a flash.
Can you get out in time?
Looks
Yep.
like they don't want to commit. Looks like he's going to rotate back to his tower just fine.
Swaddle back to top
Mm-hmm.
and just grab that extra wave. It's gonna come crashing.
Ooh, they are looking for a fight down bot lane too. Oh,
That's a flash engage
that's a
from
good
Rawr.
engage.
Yep.
Oh, that
Good
is
to
so
see.
much
Zai also
damage.
ult. Yep. So that should go in the favor of Moonlight. Does she get out? Tristana does get out. That is really unfortunate for Moonlight because I'm pretty sure that could have been a double kill depending on how they played it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that Tristana, if I'm seeing it clear, Tristana still has flash. No, she didn't.
Can we see
Rooker didn't even
some?
use a flash to get out of that one.
Nope,
So
didn't have to.
that is really unfortunate for Moonlight. But it's still a win. Gets a kill. Is a little bit ahead in CS as well. Again, in the grand scheme of things, I think Mega Rawr has it in control. They have the Herald. They also have the first dragon.
Yeah. Someone said blue team's vision is crazy, and I agree. That is a lot of vision. I'm not gonna lie.
That is true.
Got a little free plate here in the mid lane. Now we're just dancing.
Is this an engage? Is this a
This
fight?
is an
2v2? Now 3v2?
Pulling out a couple of ults.
He should be fine. Amumu should be fine here. Yep.
Oh, what
and
a
then
hook.
re-engage. And a re-engage. Great ult by
My
Amumu there.
goodness.
Lives this as well. That's 2 kills for Mega Rawr. Oh! Solo kill top lane.
Also,
oh.
Gragas
And
went
they
down top.
there. So many things are happening. What? What is going on? That was 4 kills exchange in like span of like 10 seconds.
Did they finish them mid lane? Oh no, he missed the solo kill.
So Amumu does still have the Herald. I am
Not
wondering
sure why
if
he didn't drop it.
Yep. I believe the Herald cooldown is almost gone if you look at the scoreboard. Yeah, they ended up not using the Herald. That's actually huge.
Wow.
It's not even 14 minutes yet, so they still had tower plays they could have farmed using that Herald, but that is a little unfortunate. Not sure why that happened, but happens.
Yep, definitely happens.
I mean, ultimately, Mega Rawr's looking good.
Looks like they
Has
want to set up
bounty on
for.
Yone, bounty on Amumu,
They want to set up for Drake here. Do Mega Rawr.
as they should. They have the advantage. I think if they go and in a fight, chances are they'll likely win. The only problem is that Yone and Amumu are missing their ults now, so we can see if that works to Moonlight's advantage. But I think they should be able to control it. Right. You see the Nautilus is looking for vision into blue side jungle. Rooker getting a little aggressive. I think he's in trouble. The jump gets interrupted. Has to use flash, but I think he's still dead. Yep. That is definitely an overextended play by Rooker. And that might even mean they have to give this Drake up. 3v4. Unless they get someone. That is
that
going
is
to
a
be fat
huge
ult.
Yone ult.
That's
That's a big ace ult too. Not enough though.
big ace ult, but just a tad bit late. Just a bit late. And oh my god.
Also,
this...
Gragas died top lane. We missed it again.
happening at the same time, so
We had to pick our battles, and I think that Yone
Yara
ult.
is definitely trying his best to keep his team in the game, but Moe on the Yone's making plays, and the fact that they had acquired vision in Drake, and they were an ADC down too. They made the only play that they had to do to win, they did. So
Oh, looks like they want to set up a dive here on the Maokai, maybe.
probably not a dive, just looking to chip off the mid tower. That's what
Ooh.
I'm guessing. Yep. Yep.
Take a look at the gold lead here.
So far, yeah, not looking good for Moonlight. And if you look at the mid lane, Aesol needs time to scale, but he is having trouble scaling. The CS difference plus the kills that Yone has over him. Other lanes make that's a lot of damage too. just a little exchange in the mid lane.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be really hard for Moonlight, I think, to come back from this, because if Rawr plays this perfectly or correctly, they shouldn't be losing any more objectives.
I agree. I think the advantage they have should lead to them not losing very many more objectives.
And Rooker takes the mid tier 1 as well. His first tower gone.
Ooh, nice try.
Nice attempt. If it connected, definitely a kill.
I respect it as an Nautilus player too. I respect the flash.
And he has Hex Flash as well, so he'll be able to use that as well in next fights. So it's a good attempt. So if you see, they've rotated. Team Megarars has rotated Tristana and Nautilus mid while sending the Yone bot. Whereas Moonlight still has their bot duo bot lane as well. Probably means that Megarars will have better topside control. As to Gara warding the Herald just in case. This is actually the fact that Mui is tying Leifon and Elshar's like they have to stay bot lane to make sure that they're not getting pushed and losing waves, and that's just crazy. The value that Megarars is getting from the Yone is insane. Though S2 Gara with Jax does get the bounty, the objective gold from the top lane. Gragas is almost dying, but he should be fine, and now they are trying to look for a gank against the Jax. They do have enough CC, but I don't think they have enough damage for this, do they? They do.
They sure
they
do. It looks like blue team is coming up as well. Another flash engage.
Nice ult from the Aesol.
Nice ult from the Maokai as well.
Double kill for Tonopus. One more kill? I don't think so. But still, that's actually really good for Moonlight.
And then we see the your favorite, the Yone.
This is the correct play. This is the correct play. He just has to keep splitting, make sure that Moonlight has to deal with it. If they don't deal with it, like you're seeing now, he just gets a full tower for free. And he does. It was the best play that Moonlight could make, I believe. But this is also the best play that Mui can make on Yone. The fact that Aesol got 2 kills might be a little concerning, seeing that he can start to scale, especially once he gets his second item. He's gonna start doing a lot more damage, but we'll see how it goes. The vision, blue side vision, primarily top side. Red team vision, primarily bot side, preparing for Drake, I would assume.
Yeah, I'm excited for this Drake fight. We've seen a lot of big ultimates so far. Oh, we see the Jax going in.
It's gonna be another full fight.
Ooh,
Really good
another big
from
Maokai ult. Oh, big
the
Yone
Yone coming in. I don't think he can. Can he?
Can he?
He is in. Oh my god!
God.
No way!
What
That was
a
actually
Yone
such a good
play.
engagement from Moonlight as well.
Very
They saw
clean
the
on both sides.
opportunity. Yeah, for a second there, it looked really good for Moonlight, but
Just an
Mui
just an
coming from
outplay.
behind. Yeah,
Unfortunate. It definitely happens to
yeah,
the
that
best
that
teams.
is what I've been saying. The player to watch out here right now in this match specifically is the Yone. If Moonlight loses track of where the Yone is, they're gonna have a hard time choosing when to engage, right, and coming out on top.
You heard it here first, Poro League. Mui is him. That's what Willa said.
Mui is him. Oh my god.
There may be more hymns eventually.
And
Right
Rookdar using
now,
that time to also take on the mid tier too. What were you saying? Right
I
now is
said
what?
right now he's him.
He is him. Right now, Mui is him.
And that gold lead just increasing. Oh, uh-oh.
Oh.
A little Nautilus in trouble. Hit your Q,
We have
buddy.
1-2-2. I don't think he can get it out. Oh, he does have flash.
Does he have any way to heal it?
No,
Oh,
I think he's
just
fine.
got
He's
out of
fine.
there.
He should be fine. Yeah. S2 guard just like trying to hit the Nautilus with his lamppost. He's angry. Gara
Yeah.
is angry right now. He needs to do something. He feels the need to do something to put his team back in the game.
Looking like they're setting up a little bit here.
Oh, Mui.
Another huge ult.
Get a tower. Get a kill. Get another kill.
Another Maokai ult
And
coming
suddenly
in.
the Mega Rawr is here. Full team Ether. Maokai's dead. That is 3 kills going to Mega Rawrs.
He's just such
That
a
is
clean play
just
right into the Baron.
unfortunate. Yeah. And if they keep finding fights like these, it's going to be impossible for Asol and even the Zaya to scale. They're not going to have any breathing room to scale. And they just get a Baron for free, and even while they're getting Baron, Mui's just here, hitting the turret. Oh, Hex
Oh,
Flash.
nice Hex Flash.
Commit to it, doesn't commit to it. Respectable. I don't think it would have been a good engage as well, so it's good.
I respect the thought, at least.
Good
Oh.
attempt.
Are they setting up a trap here?
A trap that I am not sure if anyone's gonna fall
Oh,
for.
yep, they gave up on it. Oh, no,
no.
that's kind of bad.
No, Zaya's
R's
ult
coming in.
should be fine. Yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about. There is. Oh, he's. Leifon is
He's just
still
so
going to die.
aggressive.
Leifon's still going to die. He just disappeared. What was that? I believe that was like Yone auto WQ, and Leifon just disappeared. That's actually insane. I think right now it is looking a little hopeless for Moonlight. There's no time at all for their carries to scale, to farm, or do anything really. And at this point, if Moonlight wants to open some vision in the jungle, whoever's opening that vision has to risk their lives, like you saw there as well, because Megaros can just set up a trap. From now on, every objective should be used. Oh.
Oh, had to use a ward to get out of there.
This,
Oh.
This is stuff that you would never see unless
Oh.
the Tristana is super ahead. Like, you would never see a Tristana jumping into a Jax and the
Yeah.
Jax ward hopping away. Like that is something you
If-
would never see unless unless the Tristana is so ahead. Like
Yep.
this is what you're seeing right now. They're just so ahead. There's
If I'm
no
in
way.
my game and I'm on Jax and I see a Tristana jumping at me, it's free. I mean,
It is. It is. It should be, especially with Jax E as well, Counter Strike, and
looks like they're
Man.
split pushing a little bit here. I can't decide on which one to. Oh,
Mega
he's
Ward
coming
is
down as
playing
well.
really well. Using the Baron, they're trying to get to one of the side lane inhib towers. Pretty smart. They don't get it because it's a 5-on-5, but Yone, of course, is going to exert more pressure mid. If they don't respond to this, they lose their mid tower. If they do respond to it, they probably lose their bot tower. There's nothing that Moonlight can do at this point. It's checkmate, pretty much. Setting up another trap. Like I said, there's a lot of CCs, so it's really scary to face check these
Mm-hmm.
bushes. If you get one Amumu Q, one Nautilus Q, you're just gone. Mui might have overextended here a bit. Not really sure.
Nice
He does get
flash.
out alive. Has to use a flash for it.
Oh,
Oh, the
that's a
Aso ult.
big R.
And
Big
this,
Q.
yeah, yeah. This could be the turning point. That's what I was gonna say. I couldn't speak for a minute. I had to see. Of course, that's gonna be 2 kills for Aso, but Rukter is gonna take care of the bot Tyler. If he gets caught here, though, that's gonna be huge
What
for
is he
Moonlight.
doing?
I cannot believe. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, is this?
so DC. Oh, he gets a kill. I was joking, Rookter. You got it.
Jesus.
You are the guy right now, Rookter.
How is he so ahead that he can just
Oh,
one
what an ult!
before? He should die here,
This is
surely, right?
ridiculous.
Yes. He should.
Oh my goodness. The
If
fact
you-
that it
if
was
you
that
notice,
close.
though- If you notice though, during that time, Mega Roars took a Drake. That's it. It's their fourth Drake.
Yeah, I'll just hit O for you, Glorax. No big deal. They're asking to see the stats and stuff. I think somebody
You got it.
DC'd right now.
Yep, makes sense for them to pause. Believe they have the chance to pause once in the game. Let's see if they can reconnect again. I think from this game, I'm quite sad to say it, but I think there is nothing for Moonlight to come back from this game. It's not really looking possible.
Hey, I like the underdog. I believe in Moonlight. We had a really good match against Moonlight in the last season.
We did.
You know,
We did. If
I
you
like
think
them.
about it, technically Mega Roars is supposed to be the underdogs because Moonlight is the defending champs.
That's true.
So what you're seeing here is just it just flipped. Now Moonlight is suddenly the underdogs in this game.
So I was with Mega Roar because I like the underdogs, and now I'm with Moonlight.
They're switching sides.
Flip flopping
Okay.
because I can.
Flip flop it. Flip flop.
5-minute ETA.
ETA 5 minutes.
Are we gonna pull
Should
it?
be
Are we gonna
fine.
pull out? Are we gonna pull out the lull, the questions,
Oh,
the guesser?
No, I think I want to look at the game state a bit more and
Sure.
just, right, just let's think of ways, possible ways
Sure.
in the multiverse, right? In the whole possibilities, all possibilities that are possible in the multiverse. In what instance can Moonlight take this game back?
Right. I
I don't
think.
really see anything. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
There,
Aso is about to hit. He's like right. Wait, he already hit his 2-item power spike, right?
he has, yes, that is true. He has a lot of ages
had
and Rylai's.
He had a huge ult. He gets a couple more of those. They grab a Baron. Maybe they even out on towers. It's kind of hard to say that though because they still have
It's
tier
going to be
2
hard, man.
on.
It's going to be hard.
I still think it's possible.
I mean, for sure it's possible, but I think it banks on the fact that Mega Roars has to make a misplay, right? And I don't think so far, aside from the minor misplays of like maybe Rukter being overextended bot lane and stuff like that, I think overall Mega Roars has kind of played their macro perfectly to the point where I don't really see Moonlight coming back from this. Right? Maybe if Movie overextends, maybe split pushing and then they get a kill. The thing is, the way Mega Roars has been playing, they've been splitting and sort of like pushing the boundaries just enough to get all the benefits without being punished. And if you see the way Movie has been pushing the bot tier 2, the mid tier 1, stuff like that, mid tier 3 as well. It's the way they control their boundaries is really good in this match so far. That's what I'm seeing. And obviously you have the Maokai ult for engage as well, but overall it's not like Moonlight has a comp that can really. Actually, I shouldn't say that because Asol does have his ult, and definitely going to scale as he goes on.
Yeah.
But the fact is, I don't think Mega Rose is going to give them the time to scale, right? And that's the issue here, I think.
Yeah, because they're really pressing the issue. They're really on top of it. I mean, the Yone is split pushing as much as possible. They went 5-man
Yep.
bot, and then he went mid just to put a little bit more pressure. And now they lost their tower. At some point, I mean, if they keep going like that, then it's all going to fall down. Even if they get a couple of good plays.
Yep. I think in a way, part of Moonlight's mistake could have been the Maokai sitting level 3, spending so much time level 3 in
Right.
bot lane that early game
I agree.
allowed Amumu to sort of do a full camp clear, while the Maokai only had done 3 camps. That's a huge difference in early game as well. And the fact that Amumu now has time to roam around as level 4, whereas Maokai has to back, do his topside camps, and has to spend so much time catching up with Amumu's farm. I think that might have resulted in the Yone being able to, play with so much dominance lane, knowing that his Amumu is around, right?
Yep.
And you also saw that Amumu was definitely going for those mid ganks as well. Not as much activity bot lane from what I remember, but I think that's definitely something that might have snowballed into this game state.
Yeah. I don't think there was a lot of activity bot lane from the junglers at all.
Yep.
Almost.
Surprisingly,
Yeah. Like you said in the beginning, I thought they were going to be playing for bot. It's normally what we see, but the bot laners were just fighting it out between 2v2. I mean, that's what they wanted to do, and they did it.
And I'd say the bot lane, although they went 2v2 fights often, I think it was sort of going back and forth. Actually, if we saw earlier that Leifon had already gotten like kills, and then Rukter would get some kills back.
Yep.
It was a 2v2 fight. It was sort of isolated, but they kept fighting. But overall, out of lane phase, I think they kind of came out pretty even, and that's a little concerning because you saw that Scrams, the Maokai, spent a lot of time bot, especially the early game. And to have gained nothing from that is a little disappointing. It's definitely something that might have snowballed into the Yone going out of control. Right?
Yeah. I mean, this Yone, 8-0, 10 assists.
700
He's,
gold down.
I mean, I see why you said he's that guy, because he's looking like it, that's for sure.
Yep.
I think the only thing really that will be able to help Moonlight the most would be maybe Zaya getting that bounty and then starting to pop off. I guess Jax could also get it, maybe Acel.
Oh, the game's
We're back.
continued.
Oh,
Right,
I
we'll
didn't
see.
even see that they were starting
we'll
already.
see. Yeah. I think at this point, Moonlight just has to.
Well,
Oh,
spectator glitch.
oh, can you move the bar maybe?
Move this.
Yeah, maybe it'll resume.
Pause. Play. Jump back. Okay, that worked.
I think this should be fine. Yeah, might be a bug with the Spectre, but
Okay,
should be
we're
fine
working
now.
on it.
I believe. I hope it's fine now.
Seems okay now.
Good. Where's Moe? Like I said, he's taking all the topside jungle camps. There's nothing for Grams to eat really from his own jungle too.
Yep,
Really,
very
really-
smart. A lot of
really
a
rough.
lot of vision in their jungle too. We're just seeing everybody regroup and gather themselves, maybe farm a little bit more, finish a couple items. Whoa, what is going on?
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, it's because the match probably finished, but no spoilers.
No
No
spoilers. We don't know
spoilers,
what
I didn't
happened,
say
chat. We
anything,
don't know what
didn't
happened,
see
chat.
anything. Game's still going. We don't know how it ends.
Looks like they're setting up for maybe a Baron shove.
Possibly a Baron, either a Baron or a bait,
Mm-hmm.
right?
One of the
or they're
two.
just gonna look to end it because all they need is that top tier 3 tower, and they have all three open inhibs.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they're moving too, especially is they're moving as 5. They're giving no opportunities for Moonlight to possibly take this back.
Ooh,
Oh,
this
and the
is a tough
Maokai
spot to
was
be
roaming
in.
from behind, but
Another
gets killed.
claimed by Mooey.
I think Scrams was probably looking for like an angle from behind. If you could just get a good engage, maybe they could delete either Rupture or Mui, but has not worked in their favor.
What do you think? They just run it down?
Yeah, I think pretty much game's over from that, I think. Apart from the gold difference, just it's a 4v5 with Baron with no turrets, no towers
Yep.
for the side of Moonlight. And they can just run it down, should be game. And the fact is, Mega Rawr's composition, they have so much engage as well. They can choose when to go in, choose when to disengage as well with the Gragas ult as well. I think that's a huge part in them being able to decide when to take favorable fights. Right.
I mean, just such a smart play to push in on two different sides with the Baron.
Yep.
Now they
This
have.
is pretty standard. They're just rotating. Slowly suffocating. Right. From Moonlight's perspective, there's really nothing you can do. And just to note here that Yone has not died yet. Has
Nope.
0 deaths.
0 deaths challenge coming from Yone.
0 deaths. Definitely, if I were to pick an MVP, it would be Mui for this game. Excited to see the next game though.
Absolutely. This was a good one. I think it could have gone
It was
either way.
It
We'll see
could've-
what happens here.
I think if some fights turned out in Moonlight's favor, maybe they could buy time for Aso and Zaya to scale, maybe, and Jax as well. Possibly Maokai being able to find those picks with ults. Oh, this is gonna be
Big
the last
R's
fight.
coming in.
Yep. That should be game. Big Aso ult, big emote. But the cask is just going to destroy them. There's nothing you can do.
In the fountain they're going.
Oh, nope, the game's
Oh,
over.
man.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
GG.
He gets kills. Yone still has 0 deaths. I
0
believe.
deaths.
Finishing out the game. Megara's gonna take that first game. It is of course a best of 3, so we're going to see how the second game turns out. And the losing team should be able to pick the side. So
Well, that's good for them. Hopefully that would help them out a little bit.
I'm interested in what they pick, red side or blue side. This is why you shouldn't go ASO. Yeah, it's definitely hard to get enough time for ASO to scale. Could work if you're playing in a scrim environment as a team, but I think in generally, especially because ASO was first picked too.
Yeah.
So, maybe if ASO was picked into a more passive lane, then perhaps he could have scaled a bit better. But yeah, I agree with Mercury on that one. ASO is going to be really tough to actually make work. All right, so we're going to the draft for the second game. Before we do, I'm just gonna take a few minutes break. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
All right. That sounds good.
Oh, what is I am back, by the way.
I am also
Hello.
back. Right now, they are discussing. I'll show everybody what we're talking about.
Maybe they're doing some swaps,
No,
maybe?
they're talking about some draft ban stuff. Someone was confused who was their top laner, who wasn't. It wasn't really all that. They figured it out. They're good guys
Are they
and
good?
gals,
Let's see.
whoever they are.
Charlotte, Moonlight, Pope, respawn column. Let's see.
Are you still seeing okay on Discord, Willa?
Yeah, I can see it. I can
Okay.
see it. I see the stream. I just want to check some DMs here. Is the game good to go, or what's happening?
Well, they were talking about draft. I told them we needed a minute. I'm going to let them know prod is R. Everybody looks like they're in lobby. Looks like bans have started.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, there might have been a slight problem with the roster changes. I think maybe there was a difference in the account name and who was supposed to sub in. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to check that later. But for now, we're continuing into game two in this best of three series with Mega Rawr for blue team, Team Moonlight on the red side. Again, let's see.
Well, looks like a blast from the past. Very similar bands.
Blast from the
Yone
past.
now coming out. Yone ban. I think that's a good ban against Mui.
It is sensible. Yeah.
If I was playing against Mui on Yone, I would want to rip my hair out, I'm sure, because he seems
Yeah.
frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
And a Zaya ban coming out.
Zayaban from Moonlight? Oh no, that's
We
from
have the
Mega
names
Rawr.
now, yep.
Okay, interesting. That's actually fair because Zaya's been considered pretty good in the current meta right now, from all the ADCs. So maybe they realized they slipped it last match, so Moonlight was able to pick it up. But uh, let's see what Moonlight responds with in terms of their ADC choices.
Yep. I'm excited. Let's take a look at the first pick. Kate.
Caitlyn, solid ADC pick,
Mhm.
always good to first pick as an ADC.
Also
That
known
means
from the popular show Arcane. She was in that.
no way. Is that Caitlyn from Arcane? Is that the Caitlyn from the show Arcane? Oh my god. Sivir.
Oh, Silver. Really fun pick. I don't know if I've seen much of her recently, but
Definitely gonna be struggling with range against Caitlyn here, but
yep.
the thing Sivir has going for her, and the fact that she's been picked so often in LCK for last year's season,
Mm-hmm.
is because she has such good wave clear.
Oh,
She
yeah.
doesn't really need to fight because all she can do is just clear wave, wait for next wave, clear wave, wait for next wave. She doesn't really need to pick a fight,
Yep.
and maybe I'm assuming that's probably why Moonlight picked them against Caitlyn, especially. So Johnny's gonna come through as well.
Ooh, Sejuani pick. Love
Solid
that.
pick, decent CC, good amount of tanking.
Mm-hmm. Great
Solid pick.
engage. Her R is really good.
You just
Can't knock
are
it.
on cooldown. You get a pick. Your team wins.
Yep. Now let's see what they respond with.
Caitlyn, I would expect something like a long range harass support with Caitlyn. I'm assuming this is also another jungle of Mumu, seen from the past games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Who does Moonlight not have any bands left? Is that right? They only get two.
Yep, Moonlight only has two bans, which
Right.
is why they only banned Seraphine and Yone. Another
Nautilus again.
Nautilus.
Comfortable on the Nautilus. Respect that.
Yep. Pretty much identical picks, aside from the Tristana being swapped to Caitlyn.
Yep. I'm
Um,
sure the Nautilus is gonna actually go for the Hex Flash this time. Crossing my fingers. I love Hex Flashing on Nautilus. I know it's really
you
fun.
can't do that every
Okay,
situation.
not
He's gonna end
every
up getting
situation,
killed.
but when he sees it, he sees it.
True.
Man's gotta go.
Renata from Moonlight. Sivir Renata versus Caitlyn Nautilus. Let's think. I think Sivir is actually gonna have. Sivir's gonna be fine into Nautilus because she can spill shield Nautilus Q.
Hmm.
Of course, that also depends on their micro and whether she has it up or not. Renata, interesting pick to pair with Sivir.
Hmm.
I would have guessed something like more like Lulu, uh, but Renata works as well, I guess.
I mean, they might be more comfortable on Renata than someone like
That is
Lulu
true.
or
That is true.
anything like that. We might see him pop off.
I
We
think
don't
another
know.
possibility is that they're possibly looking at ult value, right? Renata
Sure.
ult is going to be huge
Yeah.
AoE, especially worked with Sojourner ult as well.
Yep.
And if they're looking for those Drake fights, and if they can get an angle in those tight spaces, we can definitely get a lot of value from that ult.
Absolutely.
So the Jack ban coming through from Mega Roars, targeted ban against Gara.
Yep. I think two bans against Gara directly, honestly, with the Alawi and the Jax.
Right.
Now, what else can this guy play? I mean,
I mean, he can play. I'm pretty sure he has options. We'll see how the champions work out, but the fact that these two teams are leaving top lane for last means they're very aware of how important matchups can be for
yeah,
top laners, right? And you should
they
know that too, 'cause you play top
they
lane.
they are absolutely crucial.
Yep.
Picking after your laner is pretty important.
Timo, no way,
I
no.
am I'm gonna
This is
leave.
not real. This is a prank,
There's
right?
no way they picked
Guys,
Teemo.
they're just playing, right? There is no
You can't
way.
lock it in. There's no way they lock that in.
There is no way.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I was thinking like
Whew.
Timo in a competitive match, that's not gonna work out ever. Like
Oh my god.
there's no way.
Olaf, a big man
Yeah.
Olaf coming through. Love that.
Olaf. I like that much better. Timo is just straight up troll. I'm sorry, Ice, if you're watching, but Timo is straight up troll.
Don't say you're sorry. Teemo players do not deserve it. Don't apologize to
Timo
them.
in a team games. Kled, that
Kled?
is exciting to see too.
I mean, frustrating to lane against sometimes. Definitely fun to play.
I think top lane this game, we're gonna see a lot of blood.
Hmm.
That is for sure.
Yeah, that's for
These
sure. With these two.
these two top laners, very aggressive, right? Kled and Olaf, both
Uh-huh.
melee. You're gonna have a lot of opportunities to clash, right, in laning phases. So it's gonna be exciting to look at top lane and see how that pans out.
Oh yeah.
Asol
Aesol
again from Mega
again.
Roars. This time for Mega Roars.
Oh.
So we'll see how if they can pull it off. Obviously, I've been saying how hard Asol can be early game and how big of a liability he can be early game for your team. But oh, the Annie from Moonlight, I actually really like that pick.
Oh.
Malzahar, Malzahar, Syndra, no Annie. Just got me excited for nothing, man.
Oriana at the
Oriana,
last second.
Oriana is respectable. Yeah, Oriana.
I mean, I'm not so sure about the Aesol. Maybe they did it to semi counter pick them. It did look like they had a little trouble deciding after that what
Right.
they wanted to do.
Let them know where R.
Yep.
I
I'm
think
gonna go
they
ahead
got a
and-
message. Yeah. R. Aesol versus Oriana. Oriana is definitely known as a strong laner, and I play Oriana as well, so she can definitely be a lane bully. Though I don't know the specific matchup between Aesol and Oriana, so we'll have to take a look at that. Jungle is a Momo Sejuani. I wonder if this time for Mega Roars, I wonder if JP Pope is going to go for a full cure again, because that's what they did last game as well.
And it worked out
Worked out
pretty
for
well
them,
for
yeah.
him.
Worked out for them. On the other hand, Scrams, the Sejuani for Moonlight, has shown a tendency to look out for the bot lane post level 3. So
Yeah, we'll see if they do the same thing or if they switch it up. I mean,
yep.
the Moo looked really strong. They're just checking in on the draft and everything like that. What do you think about? I mean, I feel like we talked about Asol
Yeah.
and how difficult it was as a mid lane pick, but we just saw your boy Mooey tear down the Moonlight's walls, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, who knows?
Definitely gonna have to look at how the Asol game pans out here, because it maybe it's Mooey, he's
Right.
him. So we'll see if he breaks the Asol curse, and I'm gonna call it the Asol curse, because in my personal ranked games I haven't seen a match where I have Asol on a team and that team do well. It just takes so long for them to scale and be effective in team fights. So.
Sure, I get that. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I have seen some frustrating Asols only when I've been ganked by them when I'm playing support.
Well, yeah, if it's on the other team, obviously it's going to be annoying.
That's what I'm saying. It's annoying. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're good. So I'm excited to see what Mooey can do with them. I don't know Orianna very much. You're more of a mid laner than me. I mean, you only play Zac, but at least you play.
What do you mean?
You
I
only
play all mid laners.
No, you only.
I'm
play
literally
Zac.
Faker. I'm literally Faker.
Okay, and I'm Zeus.
You're Zeus, yeah. We're literally T1 over here. Stream team for Poro League. But alright, this is waiting for other players. I believe we have to wait like 3 minutes for the spectator
Yeah, we
delay
still have to
during
wait the 3 minutes.
Yep. Nice. So top lane. Curious to see which top laner comes out on top. Also curious to see which jungler is going to invest in top lane, right? Because obviously, I keep saying this, it's bot lane meta, it's always been bot lane meta,
Right.
and pro play as well, but this is not really pro play, so it also depends on each individual player and the fact that this is IBSG, right? It's not to the level that we see in pro competitive play.
Yeah.
So, and these two top laners, Kled and Olaf, they both can get out of hand pretty heavily if
definitely.
they just get a jungler's help like once,
Yeah, I mean, you get ahead 1, possibly 2 kills, know, and I mean, you're really ahead if you use the lead correctly. I mean, you can really just snowball. You have to bring 3-4 people sometimes over to your lane just to, take you down. I mean, sometimes you take 2 or 3 down with you.
For sure.
Especially on Olaf and Kled. Kled can be frustrating with his dismount and remount, and the difference in his stances. Olaf just not being able to be CC'd. They have a lot of CC, but is it going to matter when he hits R? I mean, that's the big thing. I mean, if he hits R and runs at you, I mean, you have a big Viking just like throwing his axe through you.
That is definitely the terrifying part. I think for the scary part for the carries on both teams is that if any top laner gets out of control, either Kled or Olaf, if you think about it from the perspective of Asol, Orianna, Caitlyn, Silver, it's gonna be really difficult for them to just outrun them without sums, right?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be it might turn out to be a rough game for these carries.
And when you think about it, I mean, there's a lot of, I guess, stuns on Mega Rawr side right now. I mean,
a lot of CC.
There's a ton of CC. They chain it. And what is Sivir going to do? I mean, they have the spell shield, right? But are they really going to be able to out-sustain that during a team fight? I'm not sure. I'm not. And then you get hit by a meteor, and then, who knows?
Who knows? Who knows
I'm
indeed.
very excited because a lot of times Olaf and Kled like to fight early, and that's fun.
That is fun.
I
Yes.
want to see Olaf sit in a bush, and I want to see him throw his axe like Tyler won when he plays Olaf.
Fun, fun for one person,
Yeah.
not fun for the other.
Okay, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong there. So you don't really know who's gonna win this, Oriana or Aesol.
I think early game Oriana will definitely have lane prio,
Okay.
and maybe if Sejuani can work around that. Obviously it also depends on how they manage the lane, but I would assume that Oriana will be pushing, which means Amumu might find the ganking angle.
True that.
Right. So obviously it's always going to depend on jungler's movement, how the lane states are, stuff like that. So we'll
And
take a
we
look
are getting a live look at the game very soon.
very soon.
I will say, I don't think skins make a difference, but the fact that the Kled is the only one without a skin, that's tough.
Just got skin dipped from the loading screen.
Pretty much. Let's see if they do the same thing. They don't. They sat in a bush last time.
Actually this might looks like Team Mega Rawr is going to go for an invade here. Right, they're pinging. You see the pings on the minimap.
I sure do.
Moonlight is not prepared for it, though.
Ooh, this can be fun.
I would assume nothing's gonna happen because Leifon on the Sivir, I doubt that they're going to face check any of these bushes. Though, wait a minute.
Don't do it,
Wait a
Sever.
minute. Places the ward down.
Oh.
Wait a minute. There's a ward.
They don't know they're
Ward
there, though.
ping. Yo, they pinged the
the
ward, which means they
Sedge
have
is
5
starting
gold.
red. Oh, man.
5 gold ahead already. Thank God. Thank God Leifon did a face check though.
Yeah.
Because it would have been tragic.
Yeah, big time.
Toe Knuckles and Oriana also took Flash TP. Same with Mui on Aesol. So I'm expecting passive lanes revolving around macro maybe. Making sure they get the perfect back times for objectives. So I wouldn't be surprised if nothing happens mid lane, which is a good thing for Aesol. So, yep. It's also partially a good thing for Oriana as well. The top lane, on the other hand,
Uh-oh, go ahead.
already going at it. Already going at it.
Swing that.
I believe the Olaf wins this.
I believe so as well. Especially level 1. I mean, look at that damage.
So if Spawn of Hell on Kled doesn't respect it, it's definitely gonna lose out on the trade.
Yeah,
Though
absolutely.
the problem here is that Kled has already cleared out most of the wave. If you see, oh wow, that's a good hook. But they lose a little too. Oh my!
Oh,
Doesn't result in a kill, but a lot has happened.
Very
He kind of
close,
missed
though.
it, but from the HP bar, you can kind of assume what happened. Are you gonna replay it or no?
I can definitely replay it.
Oh no! I was asking if you were. You don't have to.
Oh, no. It's all good.
Like, yeah. I was going to say Kled had the upper hand in clearing the wave, which means he was gonna get level 2 first, but I guess that doesn't really matter against Olaf.
See a little bit more action down here.
Nice poke here.
Looks like they want to set up a dive.
Oh, is this a dive? It's definitely a dive angle, but Pope JP, of course, knows what the Sejuani's thinking. He's trying
Oh,
to
this is a
counter
great
gank.
counter gank. Yep.
Friends might be in trouble here. Nope,
Nope.
they just disengage.
They're too scared of the Olaf. It happens.
Understandably so. Interestingly, both top laners without flash. I mean, without TP. The Ignite Ghost.
That is definitely TP. I am a TP runner. Top lane.
Oh, that was a beautiful hook, actually. From Liv 122. Doesn't result in anything, but Elshara almost died there. Possibly, I would have. I think if Liv had taken Ignite, could have resulted in a kill. But either way, it's a very good hook because now they sort of have lane prio in this case. A little bit of trade going on in mid lane. Nautilus has to keep getting these hooks for favorable trades, or else they're going to be out poked by a ranged support.
Absolutely.
So yeah. So if he's
looking for the angle.
to see
Might
Leif on
have it.
his full HP, he should have had the spell shield, but he just pops it right now.
He hit it right
Wasn't able to
after.
dodge the Q. Right, that is a good trade for Mega Roars. Side of Mega Roars, I think.
See the
That's how
Olaf
they want to keep trading.
putting more and more pressure on this Kled.
CS diff, pretty minor. All lanes going pretty even. Liv putting out a good amount of pressure there. I believe that was a hook too. I'm not sure if it connected, but top lane also going at it. Oh, that is scary,
super
but
close.
Spawn of Hell was just baiting it. Pope JP is here. Misses the Q. Oh my god. Gara uses flash to secure the first blood.
He needs to hit these
He will
Qs.
die for it. He will die for it, but I believe that is still worth because, again, Spawn of Hell does not have TP. Gara was securing this first blood as well. Both sums are down. And the lane state is perfect for S2 Gara.
Oh yeah, that is a great freeze right there.
He's gonna get a lot of free minions. Oh, but Pope JP I think is going to stay here. This might be dangerous actually.
Oh, he hit the Q.
This
He might
is
have to
going be
flash out of
dangerous.
here.
He's going to have to use this flash. And even then he might
He
still die.
might still die.
He is going to die. Yep, that is
Oh
it.
my goodness.
This Olaf is going to get fed. No way! Oh my god!
Jeez, what an axe. Poor
Wait.
Moo.
Nice Q. Really good Q from
Looks
Gara,
like he
the
wants
Finish
more.
him off. Yep. Definitely
Level
a mistake
advantage.
from JP's part to go for those Krugs there. I don't think he had enough time to go for those Krugs, but ends up giving Olaf another kill. This is getting scarier for the carries of Mega Roars. Oh, and the Sejuani is here now.
Hitting the ghost on him.
Yeah. Olaf has brought his friend as well.
See, maybe a possible fight happening down here with the Amumu coming in.
Starts to rake off. And I believe the reason being is that they saw Sejuani top. And so at this time, definitely a smart choice to go for Drake here. And also a little rough for Moonlight because Sejuani showed they're going to lose that first Drake. Won't be able to contest it at all. But they are able to get the top lane prio, so. This Drake is definitely, it seems minor, but once it starts stacking, it's gonna be, it's gonna end up being really annoying from Moonlight if they miss all the Drakes, especially for ASOL.
And it didn't leave any bot pressure from lane either. I mean, it was just Amumu that took that.
Bot's building a slow push towards Moonlight. And interestingly, Scrams and Poach JP, they've been pathing opposite sides, so they're essentially cross-mapping, right? This time they might meet a little bit in mid, maybe, but until now, they've just been splitting the map, essentially, top side and bot side, and they haven't met at all. Could look for a possible gank here, though Sejuani does not have ult, but Orianna Shockwave is gonna hit, flash out. They have nothing to stop the ASOL Ws.
Big
so.
ASOL move, though.
Yeah. The trade though is definitely, oh my god, that is, the hook's gonna connect every time. The hook never misses.
Hitting the spell shield just a second late. I mean,
yeah, it's definitely unfortunate for Leifon. If you have the spell shield, it should be really hard for the Nautilus to hit the Qs, but it's gonna be another fight to the death here, top lane. But obviously, I think Olaf should be able to take this. Yep, he can even die for it. Nice. He trades, that's fine. He doesn't even die.
He doesn't even die.
He doesn't even die. That should give him a plenty of tower
Looking like
plates.
maybe a dive here
Yep.
coming in.
Gonna dive. Spell shield the Q, but the kill was Rukter. Elshara is down.
Just so much CC on this side.
One should be down as well. Yep. And it's an execute for Rukter as well. So
Oh wow.
this is very like this is the textbook definition of cross map, right? Megaros focused on bot lane. They got the Drake. They got the bot lane dive. Whereas top lane, Olaf is getting these kills. They even got Herald, was able to pop it. Now they have all the tower plates. It's only 9 minutes in. Looking really good for the Olaf. Not as much for the bot lane for Moonlight.
Absolutely. Let's check out how much gold he has right now.
3,800. Spent it all too.
Not a huge gold advantage team-wise, but I mean top lane-wise, it definitely is.
I
I mean, he has his full stride breaker already, and Leclerc is
that
still
is
on.
going to be rough.
Yep.
It's a little unfortunate that Amumu is the one getting all the kills. I mean, he can definitely do a lot of damage too, and has the potential to carry. But the fact that Olaf has 3 kills, right? Moonlight has 3 kills, all 3 kills on Olaf. For Mega Rawrs, they have 3 kills, 2 kills on Amumu, 1 kill on Caitlyn. It's a little
Too
unfortunate
spread.
that they have to split it up like that.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
too
Yeah.
spread.
Ideally, you would want all the gold to your carries, but
Right. And this
of
is
course,
a really
Amumu. Yep.
no, this is a really good freeze setting up by Gar. I mean, he realizes he has the advantage. He's not gonna let go of it if he has a chance.
Unless Amumu comes to stop it. And if Amumu comes to stop it, that means their bot lane has some breathing room, right? So Gar is definitely doing all he can to help out his team. This might be an engage again.
If he hits that Q, he might be done
Again,
for. Oh, he does
this
have
is-
flash.
Things happening top side and bot side, both. Has to use up the flash. Still a really good lane state for Gara. It's gonna be ahead by at least 2 waves, I believe. Seeing that Spawn of Hell does not have TP either. He's gonna wait for it too, but the freeze
I don't know if waiting for it
the
is the right
freeze-
move, big dog.
is the freeze is going to last forever, so it's going to be really rough for Spawn of Hell here.
Yeah,
Yep, Gara is going to
definitely
freeze
is.
it.
Smart play.
Yep. By doing that, Gara is essentially calling Amumu here because Spawn of Hell, Kled cannot play the game if Amumu doesn't come to help out. And as you can see, Amumu's gonna come out, and the same thought with Scrams as well. He's gonna come here for a counter gank. This might be really bad for Mega Rawrs. Has the ult? Should have the ult.
Oh,
Yep.
big Olaf ult.
Oh my!
Big shutdown.
That was a really big.
Oh, what did you say about the
He
Amumu carry?
Actually did so much more damage than I was expecting. That just deleted Olaf as well. The CC doesn't matter, right?
In the
Because
engage
Olaf
in
has
bot
ult.
lane, big
Yeah,
ult from the Nautilus.
damage. Oh, really nice ult from Elshara as well.
Oh my goodness.
There's low.
Got the spell shield
Unable
off
to-
that time. He
yep.
might Q back
Unable
on
to
her.
trade. Nope, this is gonna be dangerous for
Yep,
early
that
on.
is definitely dangerous. What a turnaround.
I think Estugara definitely could have had it. I think if Moonlight and Scrams was a bit more aggressive with the ult, but unfortunately Olaf ended up taking most of the damage. Really should have been the other way around.
Yeah. And Olaf does get more dangerous when he takes more damage, but
Yeah.
not when
he
you're
needs
dead.
to be living.
Yeah.
He needs to be living. Right, so definitely a sliver of hope for Mega Wars here. Momo with 4 kills. And the lead in bot lane is also starting to get, noticeable. Caitlyn has a bounty already with 2 kills. Up a CS by like 30 CS maybe. That's actually pretty huge.
Lots of pressure going on the mid lane too.
I believe a 15 CS difference amounts to a kill. Around 300 gold. So 30 CS difference means Caitlyn is essentially ahead by like 4 kills at this point.
Looks like Gara trying to make a play here.
Gar is gonna come from mid gang. Has nothing to stop the ASOL W, but Umi's gonna have to get back. Both mid laners, I believe, are gonna reset here. Yep. Now they're looking to contest straight here.
It's like maybe a fight gonna happen here.
14 CS is kill. Yeah, okay. About 14 CS is kill, so. Drake gonna go uncontested to the side of Moonlight. Of course, that is in part because Estugara had come down from top lane, which allows Spawn of Hell to get some free tower plates before they disappear. Gonna have some breathing room to catch up in CS. Overall,
Big
this
fight
is...
going on in the bot lane.
That is a big fight. Every ult is gonna be used. Not gonna result in anything. Nautilus ult to finish it off. Just gonna disengage. ASO is here. I'm sure Moonlight knows this. Probably why they're backing off. Yep, nothing for the ASO here. Just gonna shove it. We are...
This Amumu, man, he's really all over the map. It feels like.
The Mumu, the 4-kill Amumu with 300 bounty. But the Olaf is coming too, so...
And the Orianna.
Amumu...
He does grab it.
Actually, he might die here. Oh, feels so flat. That is
Oh.
definitely well, the
He's got
Olaf
help though.
or Orianna.
Oh, big R.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
man.
actually really close. If that was one more auto for the Olaf,
Yep.
could have gone the other way.
He could have definitely gone the other way. I don't like them giving up the Amumu bounty.
Who did it go to? I think it went to Orianna.
I think it went to Orianna.
Yeah.
Check the gold. Seems like it.
It's literally the definition of split map, right? Moonlight, they have to rely on Olaf to do anything. The side of Mega Rawrs, I think Amumu is definitely ahead. Caitlyn is also getting more and more ahead. And their bot tower is gonna go... Oh, this might actually be... Oh!
Whoa, that was a little
bit of
glitchy.
thinking
But...
about it, but yeah. I really get a 10 from...
Yeah,
Wave
I saw the
152.
potential. That's why I jumped on over there, and it ended up bugging for me.
I think overall the game state, as you can see, the goal difference is favoring Mega Rawrs here. That's flash used by Spawn of Hell. It's gonna be a kill.
Oh man, big collapse in the mid lane.
And kill was the ASO. It's huge.
And they use the Herald this time.
Yep,
Great
they
decision.
do. They do use it. They're gonna get another
Possibly
hit off
another
the
tower
second
plate.
tier tower. Yep. 2 towers in a row. It's huge. Maybe
That
even the
is
third? Maybe. Oh my god.
Big damage coming out. Big meteorite. Oh, the flash has
That's
to come
flash
out.
out of it.
Alright, we're gonna watch this top lane fight.
I wonder if Clyde can actually put up a fight now because
He does have Gore Drinker.
yeah, I think maybe Clyde.
A lot better of a chance.
Oh, but he has to run because
He might be in some
both
trouble
team
here.
from Mega Rawr is- yeah. I think this should be a Diddle Wall. He does have ult, but
Oh,
ASO might
oh,
die.
oh.
ASO is gonna die. That's just what Olaf does, I guess. Trades for it, but really, it's the importance is that they shut down the Olaf. Olaf isn't able to do anything. And there's no extra pressure from Moonlight side. The only this is gonna be tragic. Nice ult, nice shockwave from Tonopol. It's another ult from
Nice
Elshara as
berserk.
well. But just not enough damage. I don't think they're gonna result to anything from this. Oh my
what
god,
a
that
max
range
hook.
That max range hook was beautiful. Not really sure how it's gonna turn out now, but Sejuani goes down.
Here comes the dragon.
Aesol is here. It's gonna chase. He's gonna get the W resets. Should be pretty good for Mega Rawrs. Olaf is the only one standing.
I tell you, this is going back and forth. I really am enjoying that.
It is. It did look a little back and forth, but I think in this game state, I think it's fair to say that Megawars definitely is in the lead. It's early game seemed like Gara had it with the Olaf getting ahead, but that's it's really hard for Moonlight to do anything because Olaf is the only one that can make individual plays.
Yeah, I mean, he can make a play and just take over
And
too if he gets a little bit of, support.
yeah, the Aesol is starting to do a lot of damage to her.
Yeah, and he definitely has really good timing coming in at the correct time, even though maybe I'm just a little bit late. Oh my
That's a
goodness,
huge
big meteorite.
and the Shara should be gone. Unless not. But no, they should be able to wrap around here
Yeah.
and catch. Yep. This is a dead Renata. Oh, maybe not. Flashes for it.
Hook ult?
Maybe they
Oh man.
yeah. Definitely spent a sum for that, but not sure
Who
if it was
knows?
worth, but
Yeah, who
free
knows
kill.
if it's worth, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we'll never know.
Guess it's a free kill, I guess. So yeah, we see Leifon's having to like avoid everyone just to get a wave, right? Just to farm. They're just gonna
What?
play ring around the rosy a bit. They know that they're there. Scram's
The
gonna use ult
ult.
for that.
Hey, he gets out, he gets out. That's how it works.
It is a little scary.
Uh-oh,
Oh,
he hit the axe on him.
Rooker might be a little out of position here. Or Liv might be dead here as well. If he hits a Q, maybe.
Oh, what
Oh
a
my god,
dodge.
the sidestepping
What
the
a
Q.
dodge. What a Q out of there.
Liv gets out alive.
This
That sidestep
Nautilus.
was crucial.
Those were some sick moves.
Those picks were what they needed, but instead they're gonna get picked instead. The Olaf. Definitely not looking good for Moonlight here.
Lots of damage. Looks like they're going to push for the Baron.
9,000 gold difference. I also just noticed that Sejuani has Ghost instead of Flash.
Yeah, I did know. I was going to ask you about that. Are people taking that in LCK and stuff, or?
I'm not really sure. I think most people take Flash, but
Yeah.
might be a personal preference. Could.
Because I know flash queuing or Q flashing, or I should say rather, is really strong on engaged champs like that. Now they just stole the Baron essentially. I mean,
Well, yeah, it was just free Baron,
Mhm.
but Mui might be a little overextended here, actually. I don't think he has any team members, but he gets out of it. I don't know why that didn't result in a longer fight, but
yeah, definitely. I think they should have engaged a little bit harder on that from the red side. Well,
no spoilers. We don't see anything.
we don't know anything. We're trying to get some lanes pushed before they come through with all the Baron buffs.
Damn. Bounty gold on all three of Megaror's members. Maybe a cigar gets caught out here. Possibly. I think macro-wise, it's really hard for Moonlight to do anything at this point. Again, the game has already snowballed to a point where I think generally Megaror can take any fight and probably come out on top. Oh, Gara might be dead here. Nope, gets out alive. It's not to spend anything, but the slow from the Aesol Ryla is ult gonna connect. No. That damage is absurd and the AoE crazy. This is what I'm saying. If Aesol is able to scale like this, then yeah, obviously he's gonna be very powerful. But in the game we saw before, Aesol had a hard time getting up to speed. In this game, we're seeing the opposite, right? Because scaling has accelerated. He's already gotten 5 kills. so
Yeah,
much CS as
I
well.
mean, they really set him up well by just not having him be bothered. You know,
Yeah. And part of the
laning.
reason is Oriana and Aso, I think they both tried to play a passive lane. In
Hmm.
which case, when it comes to like 24 minutes like this, right? It's gonna, I think, largely gonna favor the Aso.
Right.
And interestingly, the Kled I don't think was that big of a threat, but the problem is Amumu here as well. But there's really good ult from Ilshara, but not not sure if it's gonna mount anything. Great hook from Liv.
Looks like insane.
Yep. Four Knuckles goes down.
CC on top of
That's
CC.
Tugara giving it his last to
Oh,
keep
what an
his team
Amumu here.
afloat, but that is not gonna be enough. Aso is just gonna. Let's see. Leifal is literally in the spawn. She just. Holy. It's not gonna be enough. Definitely surprised to see the set turn out like this, but movie showing how Aso is supposed to be played, I guess.
Great match. I mean, GG to both teams, really.
GG, yeah. Surprising outcome considering that Moonlight is the defending champs, but it was a little close, kind of back and forth towards the middle, but by the end it was
Mui teaching him
definitely.
how to play Aso. Hey, I mean, Aso's not an easy champion. Maybe he needed some help, but I think overall, just the entire team, of Mega
Yep.
Rawrs just played very cleanly. Even though the other team, Moonlight had a lot of chances to make up for it. They had a potential carry in the Olaf. It just
Hmm.
didn't end up happening.
For a moment it did seem like it was possible, but it's it's gonna be hard for Olaf to bring anything around on his own.
That's definitely true. He needs at least a little bit of help.
So it's a 2-0 in favor of Mega Roars. Should be seeing the match results soon. Fortunate for Moonlight, they start off week 1 with a loss. But the season is not over yet.
All right, it's just the first. It's the first
Yep.
match for both of them,
Only
right?
the first week, and out of the regular season, I believe 4 teams make it out to playoffs. From the losing 4 teams, 2 teams will also make it to playoffs. So in total, playoffs will consist of 6 teams. So there's a chance that we'll see this rematch again eventually. So excited to see that as well. Let's see how they improve. Obviously, the start, first impressions are important, but teams improve, right?
Absolutely,
We'll see how it turns out.
absolutely. Well, I mean, other than being a little shocked, anything else you want to add before we go ahead and end
Nope,
it?
I think that was pretty entertaining. Actually, really surprised to see that Mega Wars has come so strong in the first week. Other than that, I think that's it. That's
Yeah,
it
I
for first week.
think that's it as well. I think it was a great first week. We will be seeing Mega Raw again in week 4 match. We'll also be seeing Moonlight in the week six
Ooh.
six match. So
Oh, are we?
yeah. So
Okay.
eventually, we're gonna see how both of them, turn up in week 4, week 6,
Mm-hmm.
maybe the playoffs. If they're both there, maybe we see a rematch. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
All right. Well, it has been fun. It was a great match from both
Great
teams.
match.
GG's to both of you. Appreciate you tuning in. Go ahead and subscribe. Right, Willow? We want them to subscribe.
Subscribe,
Right.
like,
Next
leave a
week.
comment,
Next
share
week
with your friends.
we may, depending on availability of casters and people in general, try and stream some of the matches if they're rescheduled on other days too. It just depends on the availability. Because if
Mhm.
there's a match scheduled on Saturday, we might be able to squeeze people in. Who knows?
Yep.
Other than that, yeah, subscribe, tune in next week. See y'all later.